Hey, coming up next on Afternoon Live, ways to beautifully decorate your mantle, tree, and banister for Christmas. Plus, simple but elegant hairstyles for your parties and last-minute entertaining tips. Afternoon Live starts right now. Hey, welcome to Afternoon Live. Look at that gorgeous shot from the Portland Riverfront camera. I wonder if it'll look like that tomorrow with all the snowmageddon. I better not do this too loud. If Dave Selesky sees me putting it in air quotes, he might get mad. Hey, I'm Trey Renee, and I hope you're having a great day so far. Glad you could join us because we have some great stuff to share with you over the next hour. So let's get the show rolling with the outrageous stories swimming around social media. And you know I have to hear the question.
Hi, I'm Michelle Stewie from Southwest Portland. What's trending, Trey?
Hey, Michelle, I like that fur vest. I'm not judging, faux fur, faux, it's all good. You see, I have a little bit on myself. Okay, let's get to what's trending. Check this out. This elderly woman walking through a neighborhood looks like a sweet little old lady, right? Yeah, wrong. This one's more like a Grinch than a granny. Watch her steal 3 packages right off the porch. Yes, I know. She may have staked out this house too, because security cameras, as you can see, recorded a black Hummer passing the driveway like 4 or 5 times in less than 5 minutes. And then just 2 minutes after that, she made her pass. Look at her. Come on now. I'm gonna need you to go have several seats, lady. It's not okay. And, well, they say actually that they caught her. 65-year-old woman. She was arrested in connection with the crime and could be tied to 3 other cases of package theft. Come on, how come you gonna sit home and watch stories like the rest of us? Okay, well, there's more. It's a new take on crime that's popular this year. This man is pretending to be a pizza delivery carrier. Look at this, carrying a pizza box, walking up to the front porch of this home, and does what? Knocks on the door, you know, just like, hey, pizza's here, waits around for a little bit, wait for it. Now I'm just gonna take these packages and this fake pizza. What? I am appalled, and I have to tell you, personally, this has happened to me. Last year, Astor's Christmas present went right off the front porch, and now I have cameras everywhere. I see you. Okay. How do you raise $1,000 in just a few hours? Dance like there's no tomorrow, honey. Check out this Tennessee police officer who raised $1,141.06. Look at him in just one afternoon by getting his groove on. You better go. Officer Bulow in Cleveland. Well, he busted those moves while volunteering for the Salvation Army outside of a Walmart. He turned to some lively dance moves that helped him raise almost $1,200 in just a few hours. And now his groove has been viewed over 1 million times on the Cleveland Police Department Facebook page. I love it. The running man and everything. Backwards. Get it. All right. How about this? I don't know if you did the software update yesterday, but new emojis are now in the mix, including new types of facial expressions and emotions such as a face palm, shrug, and fingers crossed. But here's one. There's also a barf emoji. Look at that. As well as a Pinocchio face. That's probably one I'll use, like, you are not telling the truth. And instead of calling somebody a liar, it's probably nicer to just use the Pinocchio emoji. Don't you think, Craig? I think so too. Okay, now, this is not your average baby shower. Zookeepers at Cameron Park Zoo in Texas are throwing a little party for May. Yes, May the orangutan. Well, it turns out they even set up a gift registry at Target, no less. No, but people have actually purchased items on the registry. They requested the movie Zootopia, a Dolly Parton CD, and of course, a necessary bubble bath. I mean, come on. After you have the baby, you want to relax a little bit. Well, May is expected to give birth in January, so congratulations, girl. Okay, that's what's trending, and you know we want to hear from you, so do send us your interesting pictures and video via email at afternoonlive@katu.com and follow us on social media at AfternoonLiveK2. Stop the presses. We have a surprise guest. I am so excited. We have former presidential candidate and Senator Bernie Sanders is here. Give it up. Woo-hoo! Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
I feel so honored.
Oh, not at all.
Well, you know,
I'm
Portland.
honored to be on the show. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad that you're here. I know that you were here in town promoting your book. It's called Our Revolution.
Right.
Now, you were at Powell's. I
Yes.
heard you had a lovely reception there. Not as much as here, though. You know, here you really love us. Here, I know this. But Portland, we love you. You know this.
Well, I want to thank the people of Oregon. You know, during the Democratic primary, we did really well here in Oregon. We won, and let me thank all of the people of Oregon. And as a result of that, we ended up with a Democratic platform, which is the most progressive in the history of the United States. So we're going to carry that platform forward. So I thank the people of Oregon for all they're doing for progressive politics.
Well, we thank you. We thank you for all that you do and will continue to do. Let's talk about this book. What is this book about?
The book is about two things. The first half of the book is talking about how we started off the campaign with no money, no organization. We had to take on the whole Democratic establishment, and we ended up winning 22 states, including Oregon, getting 46% of the popular vote, and winning in every state a significant majority of younger people, the
Yes.
future of America. And I am just so gratified when I go around Oregon or almost any state and see so many young people coming up and say, you know what, we are going to get involved in the political process. We're going to stand up and fight for justice. So that's the first half of the book. The second half of the book is pretty simple. It takes a hard look at the major crises that we face as a nation. Mm-hmm. Income and wealth inequality, the fact that the very rich are getting richer while so many other people are becoming poorer. Why it is that the middle class for the last 40 years has been declining. Why is that? Why is it, despite all of the new technology, we have so many people who are working longer hours for lower wages? Mm-hmm. Why are we the only major country on earth not to guarantee health care to all people as a right? Why are women making 79 cents on the dollar compared to men? Why do we have the highest rate of childhood poverty of almost any major country on earth? Why do we pay the highest prices in the world for prescription drugs? On and on. But it doesn't only lay out the problems. It provides some concrete solutions as to how we can go forward and create a government and economy that works for all of us, not just the 1%.
Well, that all sounds fantastic. I'm going to have to get this book
Go ahead.
So I can get some answers. Seriously. So now, after all of the drama from this election, what do you feel is the takeaway? What do you want to tell the millennials and even the young people who are so discouraged?
Don't get discouraged. You have to look at America from a historical point of view. You know, if we were here 100 years ago, you know, women were not running for president as Hillary Clinton did. You know what? They didn't have the right to vote.
Yeah.
They were not sitting here. Well, of course, we didn't have television then, but they were not playing important roles. They couldn't go out and do the work they want. They couldn't get the education they wanted. But you know what happened? Women by the millions with their male allies struggled to demand that women not be second-class citizens. You know, you think about the civil rights movement. And 50 or 60 years ago, we had segregated schools. African Americans couldn't vote. People struggled in order to get the Voting Rights Act passed. You think about the struggle for gay rights in America. 10 years ago, if you and I were sitting here and we would say, well, gay marriage will be legal in 50 states in the country, you would have thought I'd be crazy. Yeah. And yet it is the case. So the point to be made is change takes place only when millions of people stand up and fight back. So if there are people who are concerned about Mr. Trump, and I certainly am, you got to join the fight to tell Mr. Trump we're not going back to bigotry. We've come too far in this country to go back to bigotry. Mm-hmm. We're not going to give tax breaks to billionaires. We want social and economic justice in this country.
Now, I wholeheartedly agree with that part. I mean, we want justice for everybody. So speaking of justice for everybody, Saturday Night Live, you are being portrayed by one of my favorites, Larry David. Yeah. Everybody, don't you, look at this. This is classic. I love this episode. Yeah. I love how but what do you think about how he plays you?
I mean, it's kind of weird to see somebody do you better than you do you. So, all right, now I'm going to tell you something. Yes. Are you ready for a shock?
Okay, I'm ready. I'm leaning in.
I'm Larry David. You don't think Bernie Sanders has time to come to Portland, do you? He's in Washington. Fooled you, didn't I?
You had me. You got me. You got me. All right, we are back with Ultimate Fighting Champion Paige Van Zandt, and joining us is KATU Sports Director Craig Bernback.
Yeah, AKA the show guinea pig, right? You need something. Craig, eat this. Craig, take a punch. I get it.
You love us. All right, so Paige.
Yeah.
We wanted to get a little action in here since we have you.
So I can show you how to hit the pads.
Oh,
how to punch him.
Nice. I've been looking forward to this all day.
You can see this nose. Wouldn't be the first time I've
All
been
right,
punching.
so you gotta hold him like this.
Yep, there we go.
Look, a little closer.
All right, yeah.
Right-
Protect the face.
Right there-ish.
That's
Okay.
Like that, okay? So then you're gonna punch with this hand to this one.
Okay.
So punch here, and then you gotta give a little back so the mat doesn't smack you in the face. So 1, 2.
Okay. All right.
You gotta put your
ready,
hips
Craig?
up.
I'm ready,
Or
just don't
right-handed or
miss.
left-handed.
I'm right hand.
So you just,
Oh, this way.
yeah.
Okay. All
And
right.
then a hard 1, 2.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Nice. That's not bad at all.
Look, you got to tell me when
That's
to stop
pretty
because
good.
I'll just keep going.
That was
that's
really
good.
good. That was great. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, see, you have on heels today.
I do.
But I purposely put on flats just in case I wanted to get a little
Can you do a little kick action? Are you ready?
I don't know about the kick action. We're going to go real low.
It's got to be real low.
Yeah.
Like, so
So
how do
like throw like a jab.
Oh, so
gotta
you do a
set
jab
up, you gotta
first.
set up your kicks, right?
Okay.
So you fake out with a jab, and then you throw the kick.
and the kick the other way?
Over here,
This way.
over here, over here. Way over here.
Put it up a little higher. All right. You don't want any
So
workman's
left
comp.
here, here, here.
All right, I'll try my best. Let me see. Here we go. 1, 2, and
That wasn't bad.
That wasn't pretty.
That
Wasn't pretty.
Pretty good. That's
Okay.
pretty good.
All right.
Pretty good.
So is that kind of how you that's how you train? You do a little.
Yeah, we hand mitts a lot because it gives you a lot of really good hand coordination. So then this person's going to be throwing punches back at you, and you have to work on slipping them, ducking them. Yeah, work on your combinations. This is where everything becomes second nature, where you learn your combinations. I worked that one finishing kick 1,000 times before that fight with my mitt guy, and ended up landing in the fight.
Man, that was awesome. That
Yep.
looked like an aerial.
That one was my favorite.
I can tell you, around the corner from my house, I can drive down and I see in the front yard there are chickens, and I'm coming from real city living, real city living. So I'm like, is that legal?
Yes,
But
it's
clearly-
absolutely legal.
Clearly, you are educating me today.
And there are chicken supply stores everywhere. You can buy food. You can buy chicks at feed stores, or you can buy them from breeders. You know,
Okay.
depending what kind of quality you want. And of course, the 4 things that chickens do are eggs, which of course
Yes.
everybody loves, and these are the little Banty eggs from this one.
Okay.
And then meat, which people don't like to talk about, I guess, but.
Well, truthfully,
It's
Claire,
true.
I do have to ask you about that because I'm very curious. So, do you raise chickens in order to
Well,
eat
here's
them
the deal.
as well?
Yeah,
or
many people do. Many people do. But
Okay.
you remember that term, spring chicken? She ain't no spring chicken?
Yes.
Okay, so in the old days, when they didn't have year-round chicken raising, you have to eat a chicken before it's 6 months old. So these people that are raising chickens for eggs, by the time they quit laying, they're too tough to eat, except if you pressure cook them forever. And so being
sounds awful.
Portlanders are actually retirement homes for chickens.
Are you kidding me? There's a place where you can take your old chickens that don't lay any
And
more
many
eggs.
people keep them until they, they fall over
Expire.
dead. Exactly, because they become attached to them. So.
Wow.
But this is a French copper marin, and this is a Nankin.
Nankin.
So if you're interested in chickens, there are
Lots
a
of breeds.
million websites, a million. He wants to kiss you.
Oh no! I'm not into chickens in that way. You stop getting fresh with me. You don't want me to get too close.
No, no.